Propositional logic is simplest kind of logic. A proposition is simply a statement which can be either true or false. A factual statement is considered a proposition. In other words, a statement based on facts that can be proved true or false using mathematical rules. A statement which expresses an opinion or question cannot be considered a proposition. Examples of proposition can be sky is blue, 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. Both of these propositions are true. First one is based on fact and second one is mathematically correct. A statement 6 plus 7 is equal to 12 and sun sets in the east are false because first one is mathematically incorrect and second is factually wrong. Propositional logic follows the rules of Boolean algebra. Like the logic, Boolean algebra works with two values 1 and 0. Boolean operations that are used to check the validity of logical statement are given here. Most common statements are joined by and, or, and not. Conditionals if then or implication and if and only if help us formulate or validate a decision-making statement in a computer. We will discuss each one separately along with their respective truth tables. Proposition which contains a statement connected by conjunction or and is true when both statements are true. If any of the statement is false, proposition is false. For example, statements parallelogram is geometric figure and circle is geometric figure. Both are true. So we can write the proposition using and as parallelogram and circle or geometric figures. Table shows objects P and C with different true and false values represented by 1 and 0 and result of AND operation. You can see that when both P and C values are 1, result is 1. In other words, a statement or expression is true. Negate any of the statement and proposition becomes false. In this case, the result is 0. In a proposition with disjunction or OR operation, if one or more than one statement is true, proposition will be true. For example, proposition Jake or John live in New York will be true if both or one of them is living in New York. If none of them is living in New York, a statement will be false. In terms of Boolean algebra, if P and Q, P or Q are both 0, result will be 0. Otherwise, result will be 1. Negation in logic is simply a statement that turns a true proposition into false one. Negation or NOT operator applied to the variable changes the value of variable to 1 if it is 0 and 0 if it is 1. Implication in logic is a relationship between two propositions in which second proposition is logical consequence of the first. Simple implication is also known as if-then proposition. Consider the following statement. If it is sunny, then we will go to the beach. If the sky is clear, then we will be able to see the stars. Bidirectional implication or if and only if proposition is true if both of the statements are either false or true. For example, consider the statement, you will be allowed to do this job only if you have completed the course. Truth table elaborates this concept. Opposite of if and only if a statement is also important in Boolean algebra. If we apply NOT operator to if and only if or bidirectional implication, we will get an operation called exclusive OR in Boolean algebra. Following truth table and proposition shows the concept. If two horses are racing, one will win the race, not both of them. Bidirectional implication is also known as even function, whereas exclusive OR is also known as odd function.